Hi, I'm Jaime with Kindred Being, and I'm so happy to share this video with you today about our sun. What is happening with our sun? Well, I'm going to share a lot of data with you that I've gathered through Beyond Quantum Healing sessions and personal information. But before we get into that, I want to ask you a question. So without looking outside, can you tell me what color our sun is? I just want you to think about that for a moment. What color is our sun? Of course, we've all lived with the sun our whole lives, and we should know what color it is. Some of you may say yellow, and some of you may say white. Well, I'm going to show you some pictures and some information that addresses this question. In previous videos, we've talked about the changes happening on our Earth to raise our vibration and the energies here. Well, one of the things that has changed is our sun. In this Beyond Quantum Healing session that you can find on our YouTube channel here, entitled KB-BQH, Session 1, Triangle Beings, Jesus Love, and Cosmic Journeys, I'm the facilitator in this session. And the client here is speaking to triangle beings on another planet, and these beings are giving us a message about the changes and the ascension happening on our Earth right now, and they're talking about the sun. So I'm going to play that for you now, and then we'll discuss it.
They're telling me something about pointing at the sky.
They're pointing at the sky. When you follow their point, what are they pointing at?
The sun.
The sun. What are they telling you about the sun?
I'm seeing the sun. The sun they were pointing at, it was one sun, and it was all in their planet and round, yellowy. You could see the things coming out of the sun, just like I remember when we were kids. And now, then I saw it was like split in two, but it's still together. It was half of it was like that, and the other half was like blue.
Blue sun?
Yes, yellow and blue.
What are they telling you about that? Is there a significant thing you need to know about the sun being half yellow and half blue?
They're showing me that both halves of the sun are hugging each other. There's love and joy.
Love and joy. Is there a message there about our own sun on Earth?
Rejoice in the love and joy the sun can bring.
Yes. Is this a message about the changes that have happened with our own sun?
In doing that, you can go home.
When you rejoice in the joy, you can go home. Are they telling us that the changes in our own sun are positive changes?
They're hugging me.
They're hugging you. Can you ask the one that's hugging you? Can you ask that being if you are one of them? Or if you have been one of them?
Yes and yes.
You are and you have been. And are they assisting us at all in the processes with Earth that are happening now?
They all have their hands up.
They're all assisting.
They all have their hands up, yes.
And are you assisting as well? Is your hand up as well?
Yes.
Do they have anything more to share with us today?
Just remember what was said about the sun.
So in this video, the triangle beings are imparting a message to us that there are changes happening with our sun and that they are positive changes, and to rejoice in the changes, rejoice in the love and the joy that we are receiving from our new sun. And now I'm going to share with you another clip with the same client that happens to be my sister Erin, and she is live channeling here, and she's channeling childlike beings that are on the new earth, and we're going to see what they said about the sun.
Okay, they're all pointing in one direction. They're facing me, I'm facing them, they're pointing that direction. And like when they're pointing, like a rainbow goes up, and I was seeing the sun and like the blue washing over it in specks and like kind of like dripping paint, but not really. And it's swirling together.
So the blue and the colors of the sun are swirling together.
New energies.
New energies. So they're pointing to the sun again. The sun has some significance for us in this shift.
More than we realize. They said more than you realize. So that's we.
Mm-hmm. Can they tell us a little bit more about that? Do we need to focus our energy on the sun?
We're in unison. They're showing themselves and me thinking like that, thinking, if you're thinking too hard and you're beaming your thoughts at something, which they're saying towards the sun, no.
Okay. So don't focus our energy towards the sun. But are they saying that the energy waves that are coming in now, and what a lot of people talk about, they call the event, is that directly related to the sun?
The universe.
It's the universe, so it's not the sun that the energies are coming from.
Oh, I asked if we need to do anything for the sun. They said we're doing it.
So again, in this clip, we hear of the yellow and blue sun together. So we're going to talk about all this and what all this means for us. Okay, so when I asked you what color the sun is, let's go back to childhood. If you remember drawing the sun, drawing the sky, what color did you use to draw the sun? What color crayons did you use, or markers did you use, or pencils did you use? So I did a Google search of children's drawings of the sun, and I came up with this image here. And as you can see here, the colors used are yellow and orange. And I have to tell you that as a child, I remember drawing the sun as yellow and orange as well. I also remember looking up at the sun quite a bit, even though my parents told me not to look directly at the sun. And I remember the sun being very large and very yellow, even with some orange tinges. Okay, this clip here is some information about our sun. And it says here, stars come in different colors. And then at the very bottom it says, our sun is a yellow star. So now I'm going to show you some pictures of the sun. In this picture here, we see a white sun. Here's another picture of a white sun. And another of a white sun. Now after this video, or you could also pause the video and go look for yourself and see what color the sun looks like to you. So in early March on one of my daily walks, I looked up at the sun and I noticed that the sun was white. And of course I was quite shocked because it was not the yellow sun that I had grown up with. And so I got on the phone and called my family members, and some of them had noticed that there had been a change in the sun. But the interesting thing is, after I had the conversation with my sister about the white sun, she went back and looked in some of her photos and found that she had pictures of the white sun all the way going back a year before I had noticed it. So at least the sun had been white for a year before I noticed the change. Since then, I've had several conversations with people about the change in the sun. I've researched information about the sun, and some people are saying that the sun has been white for a very long time. One person I talked to said that the sun has been white for 2 decades. And so that was pretty surprising information to me, that the sun could have been white for 2 decades and I hadn't noticed it. I hadn't noticed the change until that moment in March when I looked up. I just want to stress here that each of these experiences are very individual. So I didn't notice the change into a white sun until March of 2018. One of my sisters noticed it in 2017. Other people noticed it 20 years ago. And the reason why this is all individual is because we are individually shifting from timeline to timeline, and we could be noticing changes at different times because these changes do in fact happen for us at different times. In a recent video I posted entitled Why We Are Here and What is Happening on Our Earth, I talked about how many of us have incarnated as aliens or ETs before. And it just so happens that this time we've decided to incarnate as humans. And so ETs and aliens are actually our family members. They are us. We are united and connected. And we also talked about how they have a part in this ascension that's happening on our earth right now, that they're assisting us in this ascension, and that they are all around the earth. They are in our skies, they are in the space around the earth, they are here on this earth, and they are incarnated as us on this earth as well. I'm going to share this clip with you that I took earlier this year in May of 2018. Now there's a story that goes along with this clip. In May, my sister Erin called me and told me to go out and look at the sky because there was rainbows in the sky. And so I went outside and looked and didn't see any rainbows. And so I called her back and said, no rainbows here. And she told me to go outside again and take a picture of the sun, and that the rainbows would come through in my picture of the sun. And so I took some pictures, but I also took this video of the sun. And there's some interesting things happening here. There are some lens flares here, so don't mind those. That's not what we're looking at. But there's also some ships in this video. And how I found out that those ships were there is also very interesting. I posted this photo to our Kindred Beings Facebook group, and a member in our Kindred Beings group, Renee, who we've done an awakening story with, which I'll put above here, she told me that she could see flying ships in this video, alien ships around the sun. And so I looked at the video again and I couldn't see it. And she told me to take a few deep breaths and look again. And when I did that, I could see the ships. Since taking this video, I've showed it to all of my friends and family, and we've had the same experience. They cannot see the ships at first, but then after taking a few deep breaths and looking again, the ships are there. Now, why that is so is interesting to me, because I feel like when you're taking those deep breaths and you're clearing your thoughts in your mind, then you're opening up your other senses to be able to sense and see things that are there that you can't usually see. There's many ships flying around the sun here in this video, and I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to show them to you. Here and here and here. I've slowed this down and I've zoomed in. You can see all of the ships. And so indeed, our alien friends are around our sun and are doing something with our sun and are assisting in these changes. And according to the Beyond Quantum Healing and the live channeling clips that I shared with you, they're all positive changes. There's positive things happening. These are all of the energies coming in to raise our vibration and raise the vibration of that of the earth. So these are real physical changes that we can notice, we can see with our own eyes, we can experience, that are happening right now. Now, what exactly are they doing with the sun? Why is the white sun beneficial to us? We may not know all the details, but I do want to share some information that I got in a Beyond Quantum Healing session. Actually, it was my sister Lila who was the facilitator in this session. And in this session, the client's higher self talks about the new sun and the new earth. So I'm just going to read this to you. And this session is entitled The Sailor and the Higher Self. And you can find this on our website, kindredbeing.com, in our session blog. It's under the KBBQH heading, Kindred Being Beyond Quantum Healing. And then if you look at KBBQH session blog, and then again, the name is The Sailor and the Higher Self. And you can read the entire session there, because we talk about a lot of other things, a lot of interesting things, and you can see for yourself exactly what it is that we talk about. But here, the facilitator, who is my sister Lila, asks, she has some questions about the event, the sun and the new earth. And the higher self of the client says, she will be on the new earth. There's changes in the earth now, but there is more changes that will come. This is a newer earth, but there are more changes to come. That's why the sun is white. And so Lila, as the facilitator, asks, she has a question about the white sun. Is the white sun more nourishing to our bodies? And the client's higher self says, yes, in a way, it's the white light. It's more nourishing to your light body, which in turn nourishes your physical body. And again, we go on to more information, but I found that really interesting because again, they're talking about the white sun and how it's beneficial to us. And here it's talking about how it's beneficial to our light body, which nourishes our physical body. So I talk a little bit about the changes happening in our body, the physical changes into a crystalline form so that we're able to hold those higher vibrations and ascend into the new earth with our earth Gaia in the video, Why We Are Here and What is Happening on Our Earth. And so in this video here, I'm sharing with you some information specifically about our sun and how the changes in our sun are assisting in the energies of our earth, but are also assisting in the energies of our body, in transitioning our body into that crystalline form to hold those higher vibrations. I want to thank you for viewing this video. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below or email us or join our Kindred Beings Facebook group where we discuss all of these topics. Visit kindredbeing.com where we have lots of valuable information there about all the changes that are happening now. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and click for notifications and share this video. Let's get the information out there, guys. I'm sending you transmissions of love. I hope you can feel it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.